Good afternoon. So on Monday, I gave comments at the school board meeting, and I'm going to read to you what I said because there's misinformation out there from people that I apologized for treating the students so badly, which that's not what I did. I'm not angry at the kids at all. Kids are just being kids. So here's my speech. I wrote an email to each of the school board directors regarding my concern about the walkout last Friday. I believe there needs to be a more balanced approach from leadership that would better guide students in navigating these issues respectfully. Superintendent Isaacson's remark in his email linked to a guide published by the ACLU of Washington, and I believe that could have been interpreted as a nod and a wink to activity that should not happen during school hours. In fact, the guide, which makes for good reading, does not encourage students to walk out during school hours, and the email should have noted that. Pacifica Law Group, who I believe is the district's law firm, published an article January 5th of 2024, and it was titled School Protests and Free Speech, Legal Considerations for School Districts. The article makes it clear that students are likely to be most protected if they organize, protest, and advocate for their views off campus and outside of school hours. Also, School District Policy 3242 was not mentioned, and it states that Cedar-Woolley students are expected to remain on each assigned campus from the time they arrive in the morning until they depart at the end of the regular school day. We want our students to be free thinkers and critical thinkers, as well as having the ability to observe rules. But I am concerned that some adult responses may inadvertently encourage rule breaking rather than modeling responsibility. Because, as the response I received from Director Callio states, it is freedom of speech issue. If students want to participate, they can, and if someone wants to abuse it, that is their choice. So who cares, basically? So yes, students will leave campus if they want, and yes, it does lead to consequences, but when the adults have a laissez-faire attitude to the whole thing, then what could go wrong? Lots. I've heard that a 14-year-old protester had gasoline thrown at them, and, I hope the police catch that person. That is really wrong. So, let's see. We are living in a turbulent world, and feeding into that turbulence does not teach our students how to navigate these times with respect and change the world from the inside. My great-grandmother was born in a part of Mexico that later became the state of New Mexico. Her and her husband moved to Los Angeles. My grandmother was punished when she spoke Spanish in school. I have friends who are illegal, friends who are going through the process, and a friend who self-deported to Peru. And recently, and I celebrate a friend who finally gained residency. I live them all and do what I can to help with the process. I urge this school district to write policy and procedures should ICE ever come to our schools. We need consistent, proactive adult guidance to protect kids in high-stakes situations, whether it's a spontaneous walkout or a potential ICE encounter. And at this time, quite frankly, I don't believe that the adults are adulting. And I have some information regarding an after meeting, and I'll talk about that next. Thank you.